Good morning, and hello to all of my fellow adventurous souls out there. Got a pretty good one for you this time, I do believe. For those of you who don't know, my name is Leo, and I will be your host today. I am just outside of Matewan at one of my all-time favorite little campgrounds. It's called Hatfield's Hideout and Riverfront Cabins. Signs right over there. They got little cabins, in the woods, and, that's a bathhouse, and, campgrounds, and all this kind of stuff. I'm setting up near the bathhouse. Y'all know this is a hillbilly channel. I mean, it's right in the name, right? Hillbilly camping, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all may want to hang on to your blue denim coveralls, because we're going to get just a little bit more hillbilly than usual on this trip. I brought my great big tent, brought a big tent, and a whole bunch of Halloween decorations. Got my 22-year-old truck and a modern e-bike, and got Mr. Boney in there. He's my plastic skeleton buddy. He kind of runs with me on Halloween seasons and has been doing so for several years now. When I did mountain tours, through the mountains, taking people to historic sites, telling them stories and things on ATVs and stuff, he's rode with me on the back of the ATV and the side-by-side for several years. He's got thousands of trail miles, believe it or not. That little plastic skeleton has really been around. We're going to have a hillbilly classic for dinner tonight. Well, I guess it's not technically a hillbilly classic. I could almost guarantee most of the people watching this, your ancestors had this meal, and it probably, who knows, it probably may have saved them from starvation once or twice. Who knows? Who knows? But it's something that people used to eat all the time. All the time. Not so much anymore. We are having for dinner tonight, we are having squirrel gravy for dinner. Now, there's only one way to fix squirrel. Everyone knows that. And that's what we're doing. You can fry it, but it's terrible. It's tough. Not good. There's only one way. And I'm going to show you guys the proper way to make squirrel gravy hillbilly style. Why not, right? If you're going to have a hillbilly channel, have a hillbilly channel. Let's have some squirrel for dinner. Should be certainly should be a very interesting video though, right? Yeah, make yourselves at home, which I guess you are mostly at home, but some of you might be at work. Anyway, make yourselves at home. Yeah, kick off your shoes and take them blue denim suspenders off. Relax a little bit, and let's have some hillbilly fun. Well, guys, what do you think? It looks like Halloween camp is pretty much set up. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I still got some stuff to do, but give you all the quick tour. Of course, that's Mr. Boney. This is his son, Little Bone, right here. He's going bike riding with me later. Got a couple torches, make it look cool. Mr. Boney, he's all getting into the spirit of it. Googly eyes and all. More torches. Brought me a pumpkin to carve. I brought a pumpkin carving kit, so I'm going to give that a try. I've never tried it before, so this will be my first attempt. We'll see how she goes. The grass here is super plush. It's like, old school carpets, you sink in. But yeah, I got my bed all set up. We're good to go. Got my skull, my hand, my cauldron. Should be kind of interesting once it gets dark. Should be, yeah, interesting looking little camp spot. Look at this wind. I believe I will get my kite out. A golden opportunity. It knocked my scarecrow over a little while ago. I had to put him back and put him by the bench so the wind just pushes him back a little bit to the bench. He can't go any further. But I believe I will get my kite out. A little too windy. I brought the drone too, but I don't know. I may get the drone and the kite. I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. Not really enough sustained wind, but there's enough gusts to, you know, we'll see what it looks like. I've had it for 15 years. I flew it maybe 3 times total, counting today. Get the wind to cooperate. We'll come back to that later, maybe. Well, look at that. You lay the kite down to go do something else, and the wind picks up. That's how that works, ain't it? Anyhow, I got a new neighbor over here, and one way over there. This one here, he's got a bike. He just left, and that one has a side-by-side. He just took off too. Those are mostly empty. Hank was telling me that one back there, or they just leave them here, you know, all summer. They're permanent. So there's only 1, 2, and those two campers midweek. But anyway, started to figure out what to do next. I went for the drone, and I thought, well, you ought to probably go ahead and get the pumpkin carved and get it set out, and I don't know, maybe even fly the drone right up to it. I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed like get the pumpkin done real quick. Seemed like a better idea. Anyway, Heather got a little pumpkin carving kit, and it comes with stencils that you can use, you know, degree of difficulty up top. But I chose the bat that hangs upside down. So we'll see how this goes. Now, I didn't know you needed tape till I opened it up and looked at the directions. Luckily, we had tape. So we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck, guys. I don't know about this. Might just ruin a pumpkin here. It's supposed to be a bat. Probably look like a dead pigeon or something. We'll see. So far, so good. And I've only cut my finger once so far. Looking pretty good though. It seems to be pretty clean lines. Clean it up a little bit inside. I've still yet got this gray area here to go, the big piece, but it should go quick. All right, wish me luck. We don't cut my arm off or something. It's a children's toy I managed to. Anyway. Come on, guys, what do y'all think? I do believe he turned out pretty decent, didn't he? It looks like a bat upside down. Got my light ready to go, little candle ready to go for later. Now, okay, we are ready. Jack-o'-lantern is ready. Now we can move on now. We've taken care of critical, important things here. It's really, yeah, life or death, jack-o'-lanterns. But we're done now. Is that right, Mr. Boney? He don't say much. He's not very helpful either, to be honest. He didn't really help very much. None of these dudes did. None of them. None of y'all helped. That looks pretty decent though, don't it? That is an interesting looking picnic table, I do believe. Should be, yeah, we'll see what it looks like later tonight. But I've got my camp all set up. Nice and cute. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, as a matter of fact. But got me a little fire going just for, you know, just for atmosphere, if nothing else. Just lopped off a piece of Duraflame, well, Pine Mountain fire log, whatever, and lit that up. I was looking, there's some nice logs right over here. You know, of course, I've got my little chainsaws with me, a 6-inch and a 8-inch chainsaw with me. So yeah, I might grab a little piece of firewood or two. A couple good ones right there. Nice little logs. But I'm going to have to run out here in a little while. I have to go get some milk for the gravy. Got the milk and got a little handful of firewood, just enough to make the flames a little bit taller than, you know, the Duraflame logs do. But I have the squirrel on a cooking. Yes, I do. And for those of you squeamish, you may want to blink or something. But for the rest of you, yeah, it's legitimately squirrel, yes. It most certainly is. But she's a cooking. Now, a lot of people, they'll soak it in buttermilk, or some people will put it in onion water, chop up onions, and let it soak in the onion water overnight. Well, I always do it. I just bring it to a boil, and I dump the first water and refill it. You don't have to do that, but, you know, squirrel has a little bit of a gamey taste, and it does help, you know, kind of cut that just a little bit, and, you know, makes it a little bit, I don't know, a little bit better. Excuse me. But we are cooking. Just now getting just about ready to start boiling, and when it does, I'll dump that, refill it, and start cooking for real. That'll work. That will work. Squirrel gravy, y'all. We are on our way. Well on our way to squirrel gravy. But I like to use milk and, you know, real butter, and, you know, if you're going to make something like that, you know, you need to do it right. Squirrel has saved, like I said, 1 million lives, you know, over the years. You know, people used it as a staple for a long time, but not so much anymore. Squirrel, it can be a little bit tough. So you have to cook it real good, you know, to cook it till it's tender, you know, you do it right. It's not good fried, in my opinion, because it's tough. So you want to cook it, you know, cook it well and make sure that it's, you know, really good and tender. If you don't, it's kind of, I don't know, foam rubber texture. You know, the flavor's good still, but, you know, the texture's not right, in my opinion. You know, some people may argue that point, you know, they bake it or whatever. I don't roast it on a stick over a fire, I don't know. But the best way I've found anyway is to do it upright, and, you know, the milk, the real butter, the whole 9 yards, and make gravy on it. That's my favorite anyway. It's not like it's something, you know, I eat much. It's been several years since I've had squirrel, but yeah, I told Hank, he takes care of the place, that's him over there, but I told him I'd bring him a bowl a little bit later, bring him a bowl of squirrel gravy. He seemed to be pretty happy about that. Well, the squirrel's on cooking. I've got it drained and rinsed and got it cooking for real this time, and here in a little while I'll add butter and salt and pepper and, you know, all this good stuff, and move on from there. But got my fire going good. The wind has died down completely. Well, it's pretty much dark now. It's pretty well there. But I've got me hang on, I got a flashlight here somewhere. Got the lights going, but, you know, we'll get the light for a second. Nice little seat by the fire. Nice little warm spot. But look at here. Turned out pretty good, didn't it? Yeah. Turn the camera upside down. I named him Mr. E. Bat. Get it? Mystery Bat. Mr. E. Bat. Get it? Got my little torches. Watch them. They go out when the light shines on them. And got these over here on the tent. Changing colors. Come on, change colors. I think it's changing colors. Nope. The other one is on the other end. That'll work. Nice little campground. If I may say so myself, I like it. Look here. Got my tiki torches. Jack-o'-lantern. Of course, Mr. Bodie, he's hanging out with me still. And over here on the picnic table, I can see it well without the light, but you know, the GoPro don't do very well in low light. But it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Looks like a Halloween camp out to me. It most certainly looks very much like a Halloween camp out to me. Ooh, I still got to get after dinner, after I eat. I still got a long way to go on that squirrel. They're still getting there. They're still cooking. Or he, she, it. It's still cooking. Had to put the fan on it to kind of blow the steam out the window. Don't want to, you know, make the tent all covered in dew. Now let me pause that. Watching the original Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. But yeah, got dinner cooking away still yet, and brought some weird stuff. Heather sent jack-o'-lantern marshmallows to put over the fire later, and white cheddar flavored okay Ghouls mini cheese balls and zombie Ghoul-Aid. Got my little candle going there. And one over here. A little skull. He bleeds red blood runs out of his eyes. Okay, got my fire stoked up. Got some nice big ones on there. That should cook for a little while. I added the salt and butter as it was cooking, and you know, cooked it down several times, and it's been on for about 3.5 hours now. Could actually use a little bit more, but that'll do. That's plenty. That is plenty. So what I've done is added a little bit of milk. Like I said, I just now added the pepper. I prefer not to add the pepper too soon and let it cook up, because it changes the color of the broth. You know, makes the broth look darker instead of that pretty creamy looking, you know. So anyway, add the pepper last, and all I got to do now is mix up a little bit of batter and in the bowl here, and put it in there and thicken it up, and the gravy is ready. It is almost time for squirrel gravy, and that's what it looks like just before the gravy's added. Squirrel. Be right back. And there we go. Finished product, squirrel gravy. Look how rich that gravy looks. That should be pretty good. I like the gravy more than I like the squirrel, to be honest. Squirrel's okay. Squirrel's a little bit tough. You know, they're pretty active. We'll just put it that way. You know, they're kind of muscular, but like a wild turkey. You know, eating a wild turkey's tough. It's not like the butterball that you buy in the grocery store. It's nothing like that. All right, here we go. First bite of squirrel gravy, and I don't even remember the last time. It's good. It is good. I shared it with Hank. He was down here, and I was telling him I was making some squirrel gravy, and I asked him if he wanted some, so I shared my squirrel dinner with the campground host. Many people over the millennia have shared a squirrel dinner, y'all. Many times. Gravy's really good. Gravy's very good. Okay. Drumstick. Drumstick. I get some light on it. There we go. Okay, are we ready? Drum roll, please. Dripped on my shoe. That is not bad. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Better than I remember squirrel being. No doubt. Okay, cool. All right, let's have some dinner. We'll see y'all in a little while. Squirrel gravy it is. I feel like chicken tonight. No, I feel like squirrel tonight. But anyway, it's trying to cool off just a little bit. I'm 57.6 now. So I do believe it is just about time to call in the dogs. Turn off some lights out here and drop that panel on the tent here. Drop this one down, my wall, and close up shop for the night. Turn some heat on, get a little bit of, start storing up a little bit of heat, keep them blankets from getting too awful cold. Let me get a little light here. It's better. See a little bit. When I say blankets, you can actually see blankets.
Why's it glow like that?
Temple of Doom now. Figured why not, just move right on up the line. But anyway, got the marshmallows. Those are pretty good. That's what they look like. They're individually wrapped. I got a couple of them, and they're ready to be roasted. They're not really intended to be roasted. They're like sugar coated, but I'm gonna roast them anyway. All right, hang on.
I want you two to stay up here.
Now. A little fire right there. They're sugar coated, so the marshmallow should still burn though. In theory, we'll see what happens, won't we? I'm gonna roast them anyway. That should do. There we go. Nicely roasted. He looks angry, doesn't he? Or, I don't know. I don't know if I trust him. He don't look very trustworthy to me. Kind of looks happy, kind of looks angry too. I'm not real sure. It's like a dog face. There we go. There we go. All right, let's quit playing with my food, I guess. All right. Having a little too much fun with a roasted marshmallow pumpkin. Having a little bit too much fun with it, ain't I? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Well, getting about bedtime. It's a little after 11. I don't like that. Straight out of the packet. Very chewy too. Kind of not quite marshmallow. Kind of something else. They're good though. Very crunchy. Very crunchy. Ow. Bit my tongue. Candy and cookies, you know how it is. Gotta have the bed snacks. What do y'all think? I think it's pretty cool. Hanging out in my little blanket fort watching Temple of Doom. Well, good morning, everybody. How'd we sleep last night? I slept pretty good. I hope y'all did too. It's about 8 o'clock, and I figured I'd get me a little, throw one on anyway. I only used one last night, and the rest was wood. So I figured I'd just throw one on there and get me a little fire going while I made me some coffee. It's early. It's about, well, it's not that early. It's around 8. But just look at that misty, foggy stuff up there. You can't even see the tops of the mountains. There's an entire mountain right there. There's a cross up on it, up on top right there somewhere. Can't see any of it. Very foggy and misty. See, none of my neighbors are up yet, are they? Everybody's still asleep. Should be a nice day today, though. Should have a little bit of sunshine. Telling me, I don't know if y'all can see this. There is a pig right here. Looks to be 100, we'll say 80 to 100 pounds. Roaming the campground. Apparently, Chancey inherited this pig. He inherited this pig, and its name is Pork Chop. And I remember I was over here a few weeks ago, a couple weeks, whatever it was, and happened to see this pig down by the little pond. But yeah, little pig roaming the campground named Pork Chop. They got him on a diet. He's kind of portly, from what I'm told, and so they turned him loose to let him roam a little bit, you know, maybe work some of the weight off. I asked, so does he bite? Can you pet him? He said, well, I could pet him. He said, but I don't know if anybody else would want to try to pet him. You know, they can bite. You know, pigs can bite. So yeah, we won't pet him, but yeah, we'll go check him out. Look at that. Look at that. Just roaming around, sniffing. Finding any truffles? I don't want to get down there and get loud. You know, there's people camping there and this guy here. He's roaming by that dude's campground, headed this way. Pork chop. Pork chop, the portly pig. Grunt, grunt. Turning out to be a beautiful morning. I'm having a good day. Been hanging out watching TV and had my little fire going. It's been a great morning. Very quiet, except for occasional grunt, you know, in the last 5 minutes. Okay, 10 seconds. Here he comes. Let me see, what do I have? What do I have? Junk food's all I've got. I don't want to give him junk. I could give him some cheddar cheese puffs, but I don't think that's a good idea. He's already thick. Look at that belly. It looks like that belly's about 2 inches off the ground. We'll be casual. Yeah, we're just walking by. We're not, you know, bothering any pigs or anything. Look at him. Pork chop. He got a belly, don't he? It's just like an inch or two off the ground. She, not he. Now. There. Let's do this. Now. We just go under the table and come over and sniff feet, huh? I'm being pursued by Pork Chop, the portly pig, y'all. This is how my morning is going. How's your day? Pursued by Pork Chop, the portly pig. I almost pet it. He just literally just told me not to pet it. Yeah, we'll let Pork Chop get bored. Cool video though. Hey Pork Chop, can you even see? Wow, there's fat like up around Pork Chop's eyeballs. Can you even see Pork Chop? Poor Pork Chop. Poor puppy. Ring around the rosy. I'm gonna go get, I don't know, I'm tempted to go get a cookie. I am so tempted to go get a cookie, but I don't think that's a good idea. Pork Chop does look kind of thick. Look at that belly hang down. Hi, Pork Chop. Hi, Pork Chop. Alright, I'm gonna go get a cookie anyway. I can't deal with this. I gotta go get a cookie. Let's see what Pork Chop does. One cookie can't hurt, right? Half a cookie. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a half a cookie. On my way back. One cookie. Come to think of it, I believe chocolate is bad for most things, so I'll take the chocolate off. I'll eat that part. Is that cookie? Oh, did we find it? Yeah, we like cookie, don't we? Yeah, cookie's good. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good stuff right there, isn't it? Yeah. This is how you get portly, you know. That's how you got thick in the first place. Yeah, I won't give her any more. I will refrain from, you know, over fattening Chancey's hog. He wasn't even planning on it. He inherited a hog. Imagine that, y'all. Let's quit playing with the pig. We'll leave it to do its pig thing and head back to camp. I'm gonna have to get ready here pretty soon. Fog's all burned off. It's about 11, just guessing, about 11 a.m., something like that. About time to get some real shoes on. I'm still wearing the fuzzy slippers, hanging around camp. Enjoying it though, very much enjoying it. Very much enjoying today. Very much fun. All right, we'll see you, pork chop. Hopefully not like right now, you know, see pork chop like right now, eating my jack-o'-lantern or something. That's kind of what we're doing. We're grazing, looking for snacks. Come think of it, what did I do with those pieces of pumpkin? That'd probably be, I don't know, probably shouldn't be feeding it. Oh, we were wanting to feed the pig. What did I do with all that pumpkin? Yeah. Guess what? I went over the hill, found a couple pieces of pumpkin. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Good for the pig. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You like pumpkin? Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you got some bristle hair, don't you?
Yep.
I didn't think she looked like she would bite or anything, but you know, I was told just don't pet her, just to be on the safe side. But
she stays down at the pay lake.
Yeah, I've seen her down there. I've seen her down there before.
So yep, she used to be so big. Her belly used to drag the ground.
Yeah.
She used to feed her dog food.
Yeah. She likes that pumpkin, doesn't she?
Oh yes.
I carved a jack-o'-lantern yesterday.
You better go back home.
Why? I'm finding a pumpkin down here.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? You are friendly, ain't you?
Oh yeah.
Like a big dog, isn't she? A bristle-haired dog.
I don't know if it ever got to where you could see her eyes or not.
Huh.
Nope. She used to be big. I mean, she used to be bigger than that.
Really?
You better go back home.
She just called Hank and said, "You have a visitor at the campground." I can hear she's down there by the bathhouse. She's friendly though, you know. The hair though, bristly. It's like little sticks. It's not like hair. Well, it's hair obviously, but it's like really thick hair, like the inside of a diameter of a pencil, the pencil lead or something. She's friendly though, and she really likes pumpkin. Well, the sun has finally came out, and apparently the pig was a bigger deal than I thought. Apparently the pig isn't supposed to be up here in the campground, and supposedly the pig knows this. Of course, you can't really reason with a full-grown hog. They don't really take direction real well. They don't really care what you think. Apparently someone was up here giving her a cookie. But anyway, lesson learned, don't feed the hog. But Hank, the easiest way that Hank has found, he said the only way he's found to get her to go back up toward the house, toward the barn, is to get his UTV. And he just harasses her. She don't like it. So he just follows her around and blocks her. Every time she goes the wrong way, he'll get up in front of her and she'll go that way a little bit. And she had him going for a minute there. She kept doing this and kept doing little horseshoes and stuff. She had him going for a second there, but he's winning now. He's almost got her back to the barn. Get her back to the house. But I've never seen her up here before. I've seen her down there by the pond before, but it's the first time I've ever seen her up here. She's cool though. I liked her. I want one, Heather. If I had one, I'm pretty sure it'd be sleeping on the sofa right about now. If we had a pig. All right. Enough with the pig saga. Moving on. Sun, like I said, the sun just now finally came out. And the fog is burned off, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. But I will say it feels good now that the sun's out. I mean, it wasn't cold, but it feels really nice now. I'll say that. Okay, we're back at camp now. Just got back and unloaded. And let's have some dinner that is not some sort of rodent. Today we're having possum. Y'all believed that, didn't you? Just because I ate a squirrel, you thought I was going to eat a possum, didn't you? Wings. Barbecued wings. They look good, don't they? Made it back without messing everything up, too, on a bike. That'll work. And that will indeed work. Oh, some celery in there, too. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Kathy. That looks like dinner to me. And a root beer. I got me a couple. Got another Coke, too. I want to put it in a cooler for later. And coffee, of course. But, you know, we got to have something cold to drink right now. Alright. It's trying to get a little bit cloudy. The sun's gone for now. And I'm going to turn on some music or something. Haven't decided yet. And have me some barbecue. Well, the sun's gone down. And we're getting ready for night 2. And it should be getting dark here pretty soon, shouldn't it? It certainly looks like it. You can see just a little bit of glow on those clouds. That's about it. We got the fire going. That's the main thing. Got my fire going. Get the pumpkin another light. As I'll take him home. See how long he lasts. Not really sure how well this, how well that stuff will fare, but we'll see. We'll see. I like it. I really do. It's my first upside down bat. Got a little piece of Duraflame underneath the logs there. Got another handful there, which I've got 3 more and a half over there. So yeah, we're good. We've got plenty of fire material for tonight. Should be a nice night too. Very quiet. I noticed a little while ago, I went for a little ride when I got back. I noticed the campers over here, they have a Jeep with a trailer on it, and they have a camper set up, you know, like a tent set up on top of the trailer. So yeah. You got a little shower house too, but or bathhouse one, but I mean there's one right there. And that's the ones over there. They got the side by side, a truck and a trailer. I haven't really seen much of these folks today at all. I haven't really seen any activity down there at all. Oh yeah, almost forgot my coffee. When else do you get to do stuff like this? Got my fog machine ready too for later. Got it lined out just for fun. We're already here done 95%. May as well add the last 5%. One-handed. That. And that. Oh, good thing I didn't grab it by the lid. I don't have much coffee left. Anyway, hang out by the fire for a minute. Just chill after that big dinner. She said it was a 9-piece, but I think I counted like 14, 15. So I don't know. It just seemed like it anyway to me. They just didn't end. Fog machine works. I got Halloween all lit up, as lit up as it gets. Look at that skull sitting on the table. Oh, it's a haunted message from Heather. Ooh. Got me a nice fire. Kind of looks like my tent's on fire. My very first occasion to set up a haunted Halloween camping tent campground thing. Not really sure what it is, but I kind of like it. Thank you, YouTube. And thank you to all your viewers, too. It's weird, but hey, it's fun. Alright, I'm gonna get off here and get some pictures while it's still foggy. Pretty nice little fire. Thought I'd give y'all just a few seconds of that. Yes, it feels very warm and very cozy after a long day. Long day of riding around looking for ghosts and meet one. Well, looking for anyone who thought their place was haunted anyway. But now we're kind of hanging around the campsite. Got me a nice big warm fire going and hanging out with my friends. Mystery Bat, Mr. Boney, and no name Scarecrow over there. Of course, I guess since I said that, we'll have to name him now. Been a fun little trip, man. This has been a good one. It really has. It's been fun. I like playtime. Playtime is good. Nothing wrong with that. I left the tent open. It's about 60 degrees right now. It's not, not cold. It's about, like I said, about 60. It's kind of hanging out by the fire. I see a gnat flying around in there, so it can't be that cold. But it's supposed to get 50, something like that tonight. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'm just going to hang out by my fire, sip on some coffee, and hang out with my friends, of course. Well, it's about midnight, and I'm just watching a movie. It's not new. It's like 9 years old, I think. Hacksaw Ridge. It's a really good movie if you like, World War II movies. Really cool. I hadn't seen that one. So, yeah, it was a really good movie. The long one. It's a little over, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But anyway, I do believe that's just about enough of today. Midnight is late enough. I'm calling it a night, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning. Pack up day. Let's try to get a good night's rest and hit it fresh in the morning. Good night, everybody. Well, good morning. I overslept just a little bit. It's a little after 10, and I was just, this dark fabric, it has vinyl on the inside of it to darken it, black it out. Yeah, it blacks out all right. You can see little teeny specks of daylight here and there, but that's about it. Anyway, yeah, I slept really good, slept right through it, slept through the night, and about 10 hours, near as I can tell. I must have been pretty tired, which I knew I was tired, but, I didn't know I was 10 hours of sleep worth of tired. He knows I'm here. He slowed down a little bit and waved. He knows I'm here. Well, we're getting there. I'm getting loaded. Got a little bit here, a little bit left in here, not much. We're quickly approaching exit time. Quickly. Getting a little bit warm. Not hot, but it's warm in the sun. Always got a complaint, don't I? It's hot, it's cold. But I still go in it anyway. Okay, let's get back to work. I just thought I'd grab the camera. I heard Keith coming from like a quarter mile away. So I figured I'd take a break, grab a sip of coffee, and grab the camera. Before I left the campground, I wanted to take a quick second to say thank you to Hatfield's Hideout Riverfront Cabins and Campgrounds. Why do I say that wrong every time? Chancey, I think you need a simpler name. But anyway, appreciate the hospitality, guys. Great big thank you to Chancey, Jamie, Hank, everybody else. Very much appreciate you guys. Great little trip. Great little trip. If any of y'all looking, place to camp, coming down this way, they got some pretty little cabins and campgrounds and RV sites and tent sites, and you know, the hospitality is free.